in a minute. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Coming back to my life science kids, this is the last section of chapter 4. Your warm-up question there is, what is the probability of getting a heterozygous tall pea plant if you cross two heterozygous tall pea plants? So we have to set up our Punnett square. Heterozygous means two different alleles, so we put heterozygous on the top, heterozygous on the bottom, or on the side, that is. Capital T, capital T, capital T, little t, capital T, little t, little t, little t. So it says heterozygous, which means it's this one and that is a 50% probability. Today we're going to start talking about meiosis, which is a little bit different than mitosis, and we'll make a chart comparing the two. So let's get going. Meiosis is a special kind of cell division. This produces sex cells. Meiosis is often referred to as a reduction division because you start out with a whole number and you divide that in half. The goal is to get to a lower number of chromosomes. The reason being, each parent has to give half of their chromosomes to the offspring. So we, humans, have 46 chromosomes. That means we need 23 from mom and 23 from dad. Diploid. Diploid means that you have two copies of all of the chromosomes, and haploid means that you have half that usual number, so you only have one. Oftentimes, we write diploid as having a 2n, and haploid is represented as 1n. Most of the time, your body cells are diploid. They have two complete sets. Haploid cells only occur in what we call gametes. Gametes are sex cells. Each gamete is going to be an egg or a sperm. Girls have eggs, men have sperm. Each is supposed to have 23 chromosomes, so that when fertilization occurs and that egg fertilizes the sperm, we go from 23 and 23 to a complete organism that has 46. Meiosis is the special type of division that's going to produce these haploid cells, and it only happens in the sex organs. With mitosis versus meiosis. There are some similarities and some differences. They're both cell division. Oh, this thing. Now, they both use the PMAT, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. But mitosis divides once, where meiosis actually has to go through 2 divisions. Mitosis produces 2N diploid cells. Meiosis makes 1N haploid cells. Mitosis makes what we call daughter cells or body cells. Where meiosis makes gametes, or what we call sex cells. Here's a picture. So we start out in interphase. The chromosomes are copied. We go through prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. And after that, we have the same number of chromosomes. But then in meiosis, we go from telophase 1 to prophase 2, where we did not copy the chromosomes. So we actually have that lessening. And after the prophase 1, 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, and telophase 2, there's our final cytokinesis. And you go from 1 cell to now 4. In boys, or in men for that matter, you end up with 4 sperm. In women, you get 1 egg and 3 polar bodies. The egg cells always have an X or an X. But sperm cells, on the other hand, you actually get 4 of them. So you would get 2X sperm, and you would get 2Y sperm. All right, make sure you take a chance to watch these videos. Remember, when it comes to meiosis, the biggest thing is to remember that there is a division. The chromosomes are divided in half. If you're a chimpanzee, you have 48. Your gametes will have 24. If you're a fruit fly, you have 8 chromosomes. Your gametes will have 4. That takes us to the end of this lesson. Make sure you get your work done in the Google Classroom, and we'll be getting ready for tests and quizzes soon. In the meantime, I'm Mr. Hescox. You guys be good, be safe. I miss you all. See you soon.